Hey there, it's Kristin Bair O'Keeffe in Shanghai, China, and this is segment number 4 of Project Kindle, the series in which I explore all things possible on my new Kindle and decide whether or not I actually like reading books on it. It's been a busy week. I'm on a bunch of deadlines. My daughter's waiting for me outside the door, somewhat quietly. So I'm going to make this quick. 2 big things this week. The first was I figured out how to look up the definition of a word. Now it's really simple. Probably shouldn't have taken me 4 segments to figure this out, but it did. So all you got to do is you are in a document, you're in your book, and you put the cursor by moving your little cursor button, like that, down in front of a word. So we'll look up the word turtle. And immediately the definition of the word turtle shows up down here. Now that's cool. I know what a turtle is, but lots of details to learn about turtles. If I want more info, on my keyboard here there's a little return button. I hit that. My dictionary opens up to all of the many definitions of turtle. And here's the cool thing. As a writer, this is kind of how my head works. Now I can look up any word in the definition of turtle. So maybe I want to look up the word flippers. Of course, I also know what flippers are, but there's a lot to be learned about flippers as well. So we go there, we hit the return key, and suddenly I've got all this new information about flippers. Now, as a writer, I kind of dig doing this because I just get deeper and deeper into things I didn't know anything about. So, very cool. Makes me happy. But the really, 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 really cool thing that has actually making me almost fall in love with my Kindle is that this week I downloaded my own Word docs onto my Kindle to read. So I run a reading series here in Shanghai called Out Loud, the Shanghai Writers Literary Salon, and we're having one on Sunday, January 31st. So I got a whole mess of submissions via email from people who want to read. Now normally what I do is I print them out and read them in bed before I go to sleep. I don't like to read on the computer, big quantities of stuff, and I like to read off paper. So I print them out. It's about 10 pages per submission, so it's anywhere from 100 to 200 pages of reading. This time, I put them all in one email, all the Word docs, dragged them into an email, and I sent it to my Kindle email address, which I didn't know I had, but I do. And within seconds, all of those submissions were on my Kindle, and I could read them. How frickin' cool is that? So I didn't have to print 100 and some odd pages. I didn't have to shuffle them around in bed and put them on the floor before I went to sleep and crinkle them up. All I had to do was take my Kindle. I had no idea I was going to be able to do that, and it opens up all kinds of different possibilities. I could even send my own novel that I'm working on right now to my Kindle and read it on there. I could probably even edit once I figure out how to do the note-taking on the keyboard, but that's next week. So anyway, very close to falling in love with my Kindle this week. I read all the submissions last night in bed, and now I have to get back to them. So that's one of my deadlines. So I have to go. Again, check in. I'm enjoying the conversation with you, and I'm happy to hear that this is actually helping a lot of people make decisions about buying Kindles. And I will see you right here next Friday, me and my Kindle. Ciao.